Hello, you guys. It's Mrs. Irby. It's the week of November 30th to December 4th. And if you look on the screen, I have up a weekly itinerary for what we'll be doing. On Monday, we'll complete the Josephine Baker speech questions and vocabulary. I'm actually giving them to you for the first time. There aren't a lot of questions. Let's take a look at it. They're right here. So there are only two vocabulary words, segregation and communist. And then there are just 10 questions. And I think that you all will be able to get this done throughout the hour. On Tuesday, we're going to do another rhetorical analysis with another speech. And I'll give you 2 days to work on those. And this speech is right here. I'm sorry, this is the analysis. This is what you're going to be filling in for your context clues and everything else, your context, your purpose, your subject, your audience, and your speaker. And then the rhetorical appeals are down here. So you're going to explain which one is most effective and why. And this is just basically setting the foundation for us for our speeches and writing our essays. Okay. And here's the actual speech. And I actually have it on video as well. However, I'm not sure if this one is in English or not. So I'll check it, but I did go ahead and upload it for you all. Okay. Pretty easy week. We're just really focusing on the rhetorical analysis because it's really going to help us, especially when we come back in January and we have to start with our speeches. Start with our essays. I would like for us to start the argumentative essays, but we are going to actually review the informative essays. I know my classes worked on them earlier this year. You should have with whatever teacher you had, even if you did not start with me. In the event you did not do an informative essay, I'm going to go ahead and do some reviews. So depending on how COVID is doing, I'd like to do an Avid feature in the room while we go over informative essays. I'm not going to have you write a whole one because we did one already, but I'm going to make sure that you remember what goes in there, what should not go in there, and it's just basically a refresher. And then hopefully on Friday, you guys will be done with all your work, all the different rhetorical analysis for the two different speeches, as well as the questions and vocabulary, and we could possibly do a Nearpod or a Kahoot on informative essays. And then we'll jump into something new for that next week because I think the first week of December, there's a possibility that you may be testing. So we'll go ahead and talk about that as well. You guys do have new bell work as well. For Monday, I love this video, and it's something that I want you guys to read, and I'm going to have you fill something out for bell work for me. And let me see if I can bring up your bell work for this week so you can see it. And here it is. So you're going to watch the video and then you're going to tell me your thoughts on the video and what would the main idea or takeaway or the message of the video be. Then on Tuesday, you're going to do a quick write. How was your break? Did COVID-19 affect your family gatherings? Were you able to relax, reflect, and refuel? And then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll be focusing on parallel structures. And you're going to just read through this and see which selection A, B, or C completes the parallel structure for the sentence, okay? So pretty easy week. I don't want to give you guys too much. Really want to just ease into it. I think we have, what, 3 weeks before our December vacation, and then we're going to kick off the 2021 school year strong with some writing and some other stuff, okay? So please make sure you're working on your grades, make sure you're doing your work, you're following along. If you are online and you need further explanation regarding what we're doing, please let me know because I brought up some of the documents already that you're going to be doing. So for example, for the vocabulary questions for the speech at the March on Washington by Josephine Baker, I just want you to define and use the following two words in full complete sentences, okay? So you can define it, that's fine, but can you use it in a sentence that lets me know that you understand it? And then the questions on the speech, you do not have to write the questions, simply incorporate them in your answer. So for example, it says, what were Josephine Baker's reasons for speaking out? You would simply write, Josephine Baker's reasons for speaking out are blah, 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 whatever, okay? And I do believe on the actual document, I did mark the paragraphs, I believe, at the end of each paragraph. So you'll know which paragraph 2 is and where 3 is and stuff, okay? A lot of these are very, very simple. Cite examples of segregation in America. I know you guys can do that. It's super easy. Have lots of examples of it in the speech and just in life, what you know what happened in during, Jim Crow and everything else. Let's see. For the rhetorical analyses, this is just a square. It's just like the SOAPs one we did the other day. Tell me who your speaker is, and you're basically using it with this speech. So here's your speaker right there. It was for the Nobel Prize. He did the Nobel Prize acceptance speech, and it was at a hall in Norway. And if you read through it and you listen, it'll tell you everything you need to do. So this is really simple, just making sure that you can understand audience, summary, subject, context, and all that other stuff. So again, a pretty short week. I will put up the Kahoot probably Thursday night. So if you are at home and you want to play along with us, I will try to send out a reminder or some kind of email to those of you that are home so that you can play with us. And you can play whatever hour you choose. Anywhere between first period and sixth period, we'll be playing Kahoot. So that's it for this week. Hopefully you guys had a good break and you're ready to get back. And that's it for now. I'll talk with you soon. Again, if you have any questions, please email me. You can send me a message like right here on Schoology, or you can send me a message on Remind as well. Have a great one.